A new program that is impacting MARTA. It has been about a month since MARTA launched its new MARTA Breeze system. Riders have had a pass as MARTA made the switch, but the grace period ends this Saturday, and there is still some confusion about how all of this works. So to talk about the grace period and how it is ending is Grace King joining us right now in the 11 Alive Plus Streaming Center. Grace, thanks for being here. This has been a process that has been going on for some time. Where do things stand right now?
Well, MARTA started construction on these new MARTA Breeze fare gates quite a while ago. They're taller, they're bigger, they're meant to kind of avoid fare evasion and also bring tap to pay to Atlanta, which I know a lot of people have been looking forward to. But it takes some time to transition from the old gates to the new gates. And when they switched over the cars, MARTA didn't want people to get stuck inside the gates. So they've given you about a month. A lot of people have said, MARTA's free. They're saying it's not free. We're still encouraging people to pay, but you've probably seen the fare gates wide open. Well, that all comes to an end this Saturday. But we went to our airport station where some of those, or all of those fare gates rather, are already closed. At airport station, confusion.
My Breeze card's not working.
And excitement.
Tap to pay?
Yeah.
Might not be so bad after all.
MARTA's MARTA Breeze system is here early.
It's great because you don't have to stop and get the tickets anymore.
Kicking off a new and modern era.
I'm very excited about tap to pay because I think that's the way of the future and I think it's a lot better.
For the past few weeks, MARTA had left fare gates open as it alerted passengers this changeover was coming to avoid people getting stuck. But starting Saturday, the new gates will close system-wide, which MARTA hopes will help with security and ridership data.
Isn't FIFA coming? The World Cup is coming soon, right? So we should have done this probably maybe 10 years ago.
But for riders like Ashley Pate, this isn't just about paying the fare. It's about whether improvements like this could lead to something bigger.
It's going to take for the people, the citizens, to actually take advantage of it first before they have an incentive to build it. I don't think they're going to invest in expanding it until they know we're actually going to take advantage of it.
Right there, she's hoping, more people will start to ride MARTA. We've talked about MARTA, its funding, its ridership for a long time, and MARTA often tells us, its actual ridership data is not reflective of who actually rides MARTA. They've had a lot of issues with fare evasion, broken gates, broken turnstiles in the past. These new gates are supposed to be more fare evasion proof, so they're hoping to get that actual ridership data that could lead to more funding, possibly more trains or things like that.
What specifically makes a gate evasion proof, and what makes these new gates special?
These new gates, they're very tall. They're taller than me, and I'm about 5'10". They're glass, so they're not glass. They're like plastic glass, completely. You can't just walk through them. It's not the turnstile that you can just kind of hop over. It's a lot harder to hop over, of course. I'm sure people find a way around everything, but it's a lot more effort, and you have MARTA security that can watch them. The old MARTA gates, some of us used to joke that some of the ones at Lindbergh were haunted because they would just kind of go open and stay open and just kind of shake. These are not supposed to do that. So just modernizing the gates, bringing in newer gates, it's supposed to make that. It was a lot of the ADA entrance gates that would just kind of get stuck in that open position, but these are brand new, so they're just, going to be closed. And you've seen a lot of times the lines at the little machines back up. People have complained that it's hard to buy a MARTA card because the machines don't work. They have new machines, so you can buy a MARTA card if you are a physical card person and get that a little bit quicker. And if you're not, you can just go tap your phone, tap your credit card, tap whatever you want, and just walk right through without even having to stop at the kiosk.
And Grace, this is obviously all coming really close to the start of the World Cup, which is a major event coming to Atlanta, expected to bring big crowds, a lot of people using public transit across our city. How much of this change in the MARTA system was directly a result of MARTA trying to plan ahead and make these alterations, they say upgrades, before that big event, the World Cup, later this summer?
This is something they've said is much needed and they needed to do anyway. But of course, the World Cup, anytime you go to a lot of these countries that are expected to come where football or soccer is really big, you get on the train, you get on the tube, and you tap to pay. That's what they're used to. They're not used to having to buy a card, buy a kiosk. So just having international visitors who are used to just tapping their card and going, I'm sure they're going to be excited, and they won't have kind of the reverse of what we saw at the airport where people used to having to have a physical card were like, whoa, what do you mean I don't need that anymore? You're going to have all these international visitors who are used to just tapping their phone being like, oh, this is normal. They probably won't notice that anything is new, but that's the point, is just to make them feel at home and continue on through.
And you got a sneak peek of what the new iteration of the system looks like ahead of this Saturday deadline. Saturday, if I understand correctly, that is the point at which the whole system transitions over to this MARTA Breeze.
So it's already on the new system, but they've just been leaving the fare gates open in case you don't have the new cards. They've been encouraging people to tap. I know a lot of people have been joking that MARTA is free, but that free period will essentially end officially on Saturday.
The gates close.
The
and you
gates
gotta
will
pay.
close. You will have to pay. There's no other way to get through the gates. They just said Airport Station. I mean, there's not that many turnstiles to go through at Airport Station. It's like 8 or 10 of them. So they were able to transition that fully over and said, you know what, we're good. We're going to go ahead and close this one first, and the rest will follow Saturday.
Our Grace King with an important update ahead of a major test of our public transit system and our city infrastructure, the World Cup coming up in really just a few weeks now. It's not even a conversation of many months. It is coming quickly. MARTA rolling out the new Better Breeze system and closing the gates starting Saturday. So if you weren't already, you got to be paying for it now. Grace, thank you as always.